Martin, Rux, Lads, Gilchrist, Minton, Reserves, Merritt, Fletcher, Doran. Let's kill them, fellas.
Stop. You got stop?
Yeah, stop.
Do I stop?
Yeah.
Recording.
And judging by the sound of the applause, I'd say the old Hailebury team is coming out onto the ground. As Pete Merritt breaks through the banner. What a fine specimens, what a fine bunch of specimens they are. Pete Noski, that jumper looks ancient. As they huddle up now. Slow jog around the ground. Yes. Certainly a fine day for football here at the moment. We'll have to get a bit of crowd control pretty soon, I'd say, and get some of these rabble off the ground. There's a few louts out there at the moment, I can tell you that much. It's absolutely shocking here. Oh, this is ridiculous. Holds the ball aloft for the start of the C-grade reserves grand final. He puts it down onto the turf. It bounces Preston's way. He's tapped it the wrong way. I can't believe this. He's onto his left. And a great mark by Dangerfield. He's off. He's looking to pump it forward into the forward line. He's found Lascock lurking out there on the forward flank. Lascock onto his left foot. He'd want to spear that into... And here comes Kingy! Oh, he's put it down. I can't believe it. As a bit of a huddle forms. And ooh, the umpires pluck something out of there. It's a great decision too, isn't it? As Jeremy Ray will take the free kick from about 35 metres out, I would say. Wind minimal at this stage, perhaps favouring Preston's end a wee tad, but he should have no problems with the distance. He pumps it forwards, it's just drifted across a bit. Good punch there by Fletcher as the ball just goes out of bounds off the hands of Preston. Well, Hogs, what do you reckon? Good start to the match?
Great start to the match, Tari. Beautiful day for football. We should see Hailebury get up by a mile here today.
My sentiments exactly, as the ball is just about 15 metres out, just outside the goal square. There's, ooh, no real positional shocks at the moment. As the crowd settles. Oh, geez, that's got to be a free kick, doesn't it? He's just driven the knee right into that youngster, if youngster is indeed what he could be called. Fletcher will now take the free kick. He should, this is a gimme, he should put this one through as Wiggy gives him a little bit of motivation. He goes back. Head down over the ball, lines it up. Comes in. Kicks, it's a good looking kick off the boot, and that's the first score to Hailebury. And the crowd has erupted here, it's erupted. They've gone sick. Oh, what a sensational start for the Bloods. Fletcher will be a danger man down there. I think it's obvious they've got too small a man on him. You just can't expect, you can't do that. Not to a man of his calibre.
I should have stopped him, shouldn't I? No.
The umpire puts the ball down here again. It again bounces Preston's way. The umpire's obviously starting off favouring Preston already. Noski on the right. It's not often you see that happen. This man will now swing onto his left. He's put it out very wide. And watch the pace of young Wig over here. He's got a bad bounce though. It's not really favouring anyone. Good tackle, Wiggy. Good tackle. Danger. Oh no, that's an ordinary decision, umpire. It's a damn ordinary decision. You'd have to reverse that, wouldn't you? You'd have to reverse it, and that's a good decision indeed.
You're a rebel, Preston!
If this man gets going, he will be dangerous.
Right on, my girl!
He's a left footer. He'll pump it long. And pump it he has. And we've got Jezza. Jezza up. Yes, and good decision indeed, umpire. The ball was nowhere near 5 metres. And Lascock will take the kick from the 45 metre line. 45, notice, not 50. That's a shocking. If the umpire had any sort of guts, he would have given 50 metres there. You just can't return the ball like that. There's Lascock, the stocky number 31, wearing the Bloods colours. King on the lead. He's pretty confident of his chances.
Beautiful shot this.
As he's coming back. He's rooshed. He has got onto a monster. Alas, no, it's drifted away just at the end there and 3 for 1 behind. So we'll now wait for the ball to be kicked in by the Preston fullback. As the ball is now returned. Oh, he would have pumped that at least 90. Oh no, that's dangerous. That is dangerous because you've got Lascock just hanging back. Ooh, took a bit long to get rid of it then. Preston got numbers at the ball. Oh, that is brilliant play, Jeremy Ray. Through to Timmy Doran, and he has drifted it across the face of goal for the Miner. Well, so far it has been all bloods.
Next goal, you're over there.
I really cannot see Preston getting into this game at all. After this sort of deficit, they are finished. He's gone out wide to the far side. Good punch there, and Wigg onto his left. He's put it back. Oh, good kick indeed. Fletcher again. And how they can afford to give this man so much latitude is beyond me. Fletcher. He'd be kicking from about the 45-metre line, I would say. Hand heavily taped. Oh, Kingy's been decked! That is scandalous, and the book's out. The book has got to go out. They're all going to report him. Geez, if I had a book, I'd write his number down too. You can't do that in this grade of football. I cannot believe this. The umpires have just converged. Number 15,
A
Finicarides, and I'll tell you what, with a greasy name like that, he'll go 7 to 8 weeks. That is incredible. Kingy, give the man the ball. I can't believe it. He's been booked by about 4 to 5 umpires.
They're a bloody rabble, this lot.
It's obvious that was unprovoked. Kingy would never provoke anyone.
Could have been made.
He's about 10 metres out, directly in front, and this should be a certain goal.
Hogs, get ready.
It's obvious Preston are trying to play it physical, and he's put that one straight through the guts. Don't you worry about it. There we go.
Recording now.
A brilliant start there by old Hailebury. 2 goals on the board already. Preston haven't been past their half-forward line. Big Bernie lads getting ready for the punch. Up he goes. The big man fly.
Giller.
Giller.
Bit of Giller magic.
Who's that there? Geez, I can't tell. It's a bit of a rabble at the moment. Oh, Preston who got the break here.
Oh,
No, perfect Peter gets a beautiful kick out. Ordinary kick actually, but anyway. Well, they're back past their half-forward line. Beautiful mark by Sticks there. A nice little jab out to Cotton. Cots, there's got to be some talk here, Blood's got to be some talk. And then it's a beautiful pass upfield. The 2 Wiggies are there, Jimmy Cracker and Phil Cracker. And Sticks you up the back there. Big punch. Preston who got the ball. Oh, bit of a dangerous kick there. It's a free kick to Preston. Don't know where he pulled that one from. As Hogue said, it was out of his ass.
You're not allowed to say that sort of thing.
Number 45 for Preston lining up. It's S. Baxter. Drifts across the face. Not enough distance. Beautiful mark by Sticks in front there. Drifts across the pack. Beautifully marked. It's got to be a big kick. Big kick. There's a lead from Dangerfield out on the back flank. He's out by a mile. It's a beautiful kick and beautiful mark. He's off on his left foot, usual left foot, raking left foot. And there's the runners. Jonesy, it's got to be a tackle. And Preston get another kick forward. Sticks is there again. They just call him Rocker Gibraltar, this bloke. Jesus. And it's 50 down the field. 50 down the field. Undisciplined stuff, Preston. Geez, we're used to this. There's not much movement yet up forward. Waiting for him to take his 50. Now there's a couple of leads coming. Yeah, very short 50. And there's a chance for a beautiful roving. But we left the ball behind in his beautiful pace. And the ball's being thrown in our forward pocket. Fletcher's there. Kingy over the top. Preston's got the run of the ball. Benno, go for it. And, geez, we're putting our body in. It's great to see. Great to see. And danger on his left foot again. It's a bad kick, though. Bad kick. Preston into the centre. Peter perfect at the back. Beautiful raking handball. Jezza under pressure. He's got to get his kick. It's a grubber. It's got to be over. Back to Jezza. Spots nicely. Kingy. line there for Hailebury. Got to get your first in for the ball, gets the free all the time. And it's out to the flank. Preston have got the control here. As the shadows come across the ground, I can't see a thing.
It's time to remove the sunnies.
I'll have to lift the shades, I think.
They've got a ton of
And Dolly Parton comes through the centres. Wiggy out on his own. He's got to use his pace here. He's got to. He's been beautiful tackle though. Fletcher's there to lend support. Oh, it's very, very touchy decision, that one. Very touchy decision. Get on your man, Dolly. Get on your man. Oh, beautiful stuff. If you don't mind. Showing his skill, Dolly Parton there. Takes a 100 mark. It's got to be play on. Preston's got the ball now, number 35. He's been decked. Beautiful tackle. Oh,
no, that's
umpire sees otherwise. Pays in the back. Don't know why. No one leading for Preston. Oh, he's found someone out on the flank out here. Geez, he's pacey, this bloke.
You have to be joking.
Number 10 for Preston, Jay Mounsey. He's got legs on him like a rabbit. Oh, wow, beautiful one by Bennett there. It's out of bounds on the wing. Ball's thrown in. It's all Hailebury there. Oh, bad tap by Ladsy. Preston's got the ball. Spots it. Oh, bad bounce. Stixie's got to get the kick over. Beautiful stuff. Lowley Mitten, well done. Beautiful raking kick, a raking kick. Lascock didn't put his body in there. It's got to be better than that, Lasser. Peter Perfect sits at the back there. Beautiful kick. Beautiful mark. It's got to be a kick. Yes, beautifully done. Jeremy Ray's out there. Oh, it's got to be a kick there. It's a free doing. And there was movement up the station. Up the ground, up the ground. He's found someone short. Timmy Doran in the centre of the ground.
King on the lead. He's gone
oh, it's a Kingy lead. Beautiful kick. Absolutely beautiful lead. Beautifully delivered too. Kingy's found someone short. T. Jones. He's
found someone short in turn.
Back to Kingy. Oh, if you don't mind, he's got to go back 50 for this. As Kingy gets himself up, pulls his limbs in. That was a ridiculous effort by Preston there. Could have been 50, but the umpire decided not to. He's still within kicking distance, about 30 yards out. Not much of an angle, 15 degrees I'd say. Should be straight through the big sticks, this one. Lines up, in he comes. Oh, a bit of bad language there by Preston, but it's been straight through their goals. Driven straight through. Another goal to the OH. 3-2-20 to Preston, yet to score. If you don't mind. 13 minutes gone. Old Hailebury 20 points up to nothing. As Paul Shingfield walks across the view of the camera. And the bounce in the centre. Bernie, oh, an infringement.
Oh, it's against Hailebury.
Against Hailebury, so Preston takes a free from the centre.
And the man will take it.
Number 10, Jay Mounsey. Legs like a rabbit. And he's driven it forward, up to the half-forward line. There's a big man fly. Preston's get the handball out. Oh, man free. Beautiful. Oh, it should have been a better tackle than that. And he glides it across, out on the full. And Peter Perfect runs over to take the free. Another stat for him. Amazing, he hasn't held the ball up yet. Peter on his left foot, drives it forward. It's a beautiful kick too. Beautiful. Oh, who to, I say though. Who to? Got to kick in with someone. Preston's got the ball, kicks it forward. Ooh.
Oh, good play, Benno.
It was Paul Bennett there, over the neck. No, it's out of bounds. So on the far forward pocket for Preston, the ball's being thrown in. The big men set themselves. Ladsy's down there. Oh, no one's gone for it. It's a tap out by Ladsy though. Can't see exactly who's in there. Oh, it's a free to Preston. Don't know where that came from. Oh, that's got to be a free. Dolly Parton pulls himself up. He'll get his usual right foot into it. Kick it a nice 50 metres. It's got to be to someone though. Can't afford those bad kicks in the back line. It's a beautiful kick to Fletch. Beautiful lead, beautiful kick. And it's another beautiful kick. It's nearly held the man there, Preston. You've got to watch him. Oh, Lascock playing with, if you don't mind. Jezza, beautiful tackle. There, Preston, undisciplined play. Very undisciplined, that play there. This number 7 for Preston, he should be taken off. Number 7, A. Bullock. He should be taken off. He's into packs like a bloody bull, this bloke. It's like a bull in a china shop, doesn't care what he hits. Anyway, Lascock on the boundary. It's a pass. Oh, just gets the free. I think don't know, should have been a kick there by Lascock. Kick to the goal, but Timmy Doran's found the free kick there. Easier angle, in a bit closer, so it's got to be a goal, this one. Take us to 4-2-26 if he pots this. Drifts across the face for a point. So Old Hailebury at this 17-minute mark, 3-3-21 to Preston, yet to score, if you don't mind. Preston kick out to the flank, lead by number 15. Must be Tari's brother, this bloke. Well, they've got the handball over, but as Tari said, he hasn't got the skill.
No, that's well pressured, Hailebury.
Well pressured there, so he got the free. It's out on the full.
No one on the mark.
Ali Mitten, it's got to be a big kick, this. His usual big kick. Yes, it's a nice drop punt, that one. To Fletcher. Fletcher still there, still going. He's still got the ball, if you don't mind. Oh, they're all piled over him. Now, come on, home. You've got to protect the man with the ball.
Look at this. There's Youngie screams.
Youngie screams out. He's got to get back to centre forward there. Preston's got the ball. Ladsy, in there. Use your body, mate. Oh, beautiful stuff by Dangerfield there. Oh, he's gone for his head, if you don't mind. Wiggy's got the ball. Wiggy spots it nicely. It's got to be it. Benno! Oh, it's a good mark there by 28. Number 28 for Preston, A. Allen. Not a bad mark, that one. I'll give him that. No. The ball has to go back. The umpire trying to keep control of this game. So, Preston on their half-back line. Short pass to number... Ooh, it's over his head. Benno, handball's out. Wiggy's got to use his pace. Beautifully done. And it's on again. Number 22 is... Which Wiggy is it?
That's Peter.
Peter Wigg. Geez, I can't tell them apart. It's a beautiful kick, though, to Fletcher. Fletcher's there. Beautifully marked. Fletcher's come back after a stint out of football. He's come back like a young man again, running around the half-forward line like a gazelle. So oh, if you don't mind, Kingo's been put down once more. So Fletcher beautifully passed over. Timmy Doran, oh, straight in front, 50 metres out, 45 metres out now. The umpire takes him back. He'll be kicking it from about 50 though. No, sorry, 45 metre line that one is. 45 out. Timmy Doran, no angle to speak of. It's a good kick too. It's a nice kick. Drifts across the face for a point though. So Preston kicking back in once again. Out to the far half forward flank. And the ball's out there and it's out of bounds. Out of bounds in Haileyburians' forward pocket. And Kingy's receiving a bit of attention there in the full forward spot. Anyway, the ball's thrown back in. Jeremy Ray over the top, gets a tap toward goal. Beautiful, beautiful roving there. Who's that? What's his name? Number? It's been rushed through for another point. So Preston kicking in once again, found someone free. Number 1 for them. G. Belford over to Kari's brother here. Number 8 again. Oh, he doesn't know where to go. Oh, beautifully spoiled. He's got to be a tackle. So it's out of bounds here.
Hey? Use your hand on in the hand thing.
Out of bounds on the half forward, half centre wing. Fletch. Beautiful tap down to T. Jones. T. Jones roving well. Lascock gets smothered there. He's up there though. Oh, it's got to be holding the man to Lascock if you don't mind. As the crowd roars its appreciation for that decision. And it's another 50. He didn't hand the ball back to him. So it's 50 metres. Lascock will be right on the goal line. 45-degree angle, but that's going to be inconsequential.
Puts these ones through in his sleep.
So Lascock strolls up to the mark. Number 31 for Hailebury. He's kicked a fair few goals for the OH this year.
Doesn't mind taking his time either.
Number 31 is going straight through the centre this one, I can sense it. Straight through. It's another goal to Hailebury at the 22-minute mark. Hailebury 4-4-28 to Preston, yet to score.
Go and focus on Megsy.
And as we pan around to the coaching staff, we see Megsy. We see Megsy. Give us a wave, Megsy. Yes, there it is. The beautiful wave.
Back to the centre, Tarek.
Anyway, getting back to the centre.
You haven't got a ball yet, have you?
Struggling to find the ball at the moment. Preston's showing a lot of voice between goals, but when the action's out there, they're hardly talking. So, first lost ball of the day. Umpire's back to the centre.
I think Frosty's up there and he's put it in his esky.
Yes, Jesus, Frosty, you got to keep an eye on that bloke. He's probably over the back with a tin can full of it. Anyway, the ball's up in the centre. It's a punch forward by Preston there, but Sticks is there, drives Hailebury forward once again to Fletcher. This Fletcher's opponent's got to mark him closer than this. He's running right. King is on the lead. He's going to drive it. Oh, it's a beautiful torpedo though. And it's through for a point. Hailebury 4-5-28, 29. So Preston kicking in once again. As the number 1 flies, Wiggy's, number 1 gets the free for Preston. G. Belford, that's his name, number 1. In bit of indecision at the moment. Find someone in the centre. Bad checking there by Hailebury. Equally bad kick by that fella. Oh, play on there. Preston's out. Oh, Pete Merritt. Bad play there. Should have been right on his back. So number 25 for Preston. 29 for Preston. C. McGaw shooting for goal on a very tight angle. Yeah, it's going to be punched through there by the brilliant Hailebury defence. On the siren, if you don't mind either. So Preston, 1
Last time it was a surge of power. That's what
Where's the video going? Better study it, huh?
when I rang this morning, I was on temporary line.
Got to go. He's got him covered. Recovers quicker. Goes back. Keeps the ball in front of him. I think he'll take it to the boundary line, which he does.
Say the score.
The score at the start of this quarter. Preston 1 point. Hailebury 4-6-30. The ball comes in. Oh, he's picked out a Tiggy Touchwood one there. I doubt you'll be umpiring next year, idiot. Preston kicks the ball, goes for a lead. Peter Merritt's got to get on this guy's hammer. Luckily, the ball bounced in front. Ali Minton's in there on the bottom of the pack.
And we're on the run.
Giller, constructive handball. Is he going to get caught? No. Timmy Doran. He'll show a bit of heart. He's got it. Dangerfield comes in. Oh, great tackle. Benno throws the elbow up in that bump. Can't see much. Too many people in the way. Ball it up, umpire. Ball goes up. No really winner in the ruck. The ball goes to ground again. He's tied it up again. Ball it up again, you idiot.
Nah, then you're moving it too much.
What?
Then you're moving it around too much.
Think Bale walks across the view.
Umpire bounces the ball again. Bernie Lads gets the tap. He hasn't got a rover there though. Timmy Doran, oh, it has to. That's bad. Bad tackle, Timmy Doran, in the back. Had to be paid. Kicked across. Number 28 kicks the ball down. And who have we got? Peter Perfect. Noski, he's got Jeremy Ray out here on the members wing. Is he going to go? Yes, he is. Jeremy Ray's got to go. You got to run. Got to run. Great mark. Good stuff. He's away. Cots, got to pick the ball up. Out to Wig. Out to Wig. I'm not sure which one. On to his brother. He's away. Gets a good bounce. Centres the ball. Is Kingy coming across? Oh, it rides him. Fletcher's got a bit of pace on him for a big fella. Oh, he's chased the ball out to centre half forward from full forward. He's laid out a beautiful handball. Timmy Doran, ordinary kick. Wiggy, great tackle. Lascock's got to go. Oh, this is superb. Paul Bennett says he's got him. Oh, somehow Preston have come out of there with the ball. Oh, and he's picked a mongrel. What a goose. I'll hand you over now to Dave Merritt for special comments.
Oh, Peter Perfect's marked it there. Beautifully done. And he kicks it out to our half wing position. Jeremy Ray's out in front by a couple of yards and marks it beautifully. Yes, you can't do that, Preston. Beautiful kick by Jeremy Ray there. Up to Fletch. In front, beautiful roving there by Dolly Parton. Gets the handball over the back. Fletcher's there, free. Oh, and Timmy Jones has got the free kick. Oh, I didn't see that. Maybe Andrew Hogan could shed some light on
I think it was a hand over the shoulder, Dave.
A hand over the shoulder, he says. In other words, known as around the bloody neck. So Jonesy, 45 yards out. Oh, he's clobbered him. He's clobbered him. Kingo's been knocked down once again. If you don't mind, umpire, he's got to be reported and sent off this bloke. You can't do that sort of thing in this grade of cricket. Preston falling into a usual rabble. So Kingo, 10 yards out, 45-degree angle. Shouldn't have much trouble slotting it right through the centre. Takes his time.
That's what's moving by itself. Is it? Yeah. You watch on it go. Put your eye on it. All right.
Who do you want?
Watch this, I'll let go.
Okay, Kingy lines up. Very deliberate stance. Comes in. Shouldn't have much trouble putting this through. Oh, he's drifted it right across for a point. And he's not too happy about that either. Preston giving him a bit of action too. So, Hailebury 4-7-31 to Preston 1 point. That's 5 minutes into the second quarter. Preston kicking in once more. Straight down the centre. It's a good kick too. And a big men fly. Beautifully done there by Fletch. Spots it nicely. Kingo, he's got to go. And it's shuffled across the line there by Preston. Can't see Preston coming back from here. So the ball being thrown in Hailebury's forward pocket. Well, could have been in the back there to Fletcher, but anyway. Preston comes, oh, beautiful tackle there by Tim Jones. Preston gets a kick out though, into the centre of the ground. Oh, it's a bad effort there by Preston. Number 15 still in there though, gets a free, well done. And there's play on there. It's got to be a punch by Nosk. Early Mitten runs it through the centre, beautifully done by Bernie Lads. Beautiful stuff. Oh, great mark to Fletcher. Great mark to Fletcher. He's 45 metres out. He should have a kick. He can kick that easy. He can kick that easy. He's got onto that one. Oh, it drifts across again. Oh, Jezza Ray. And he's grabbed it. Jeremy Ray floats across the face of the pack and takes the mark. Juggles it. He's got 2 or 3 grabs on that. So, Jeremy Ray lining up from 1 yard out. Shouldn't have any trouble at all in slotting this through for Haileyburians' 5th goal. And he's done that too. Straight through the centre. I'll hand that over to Andrew Hogan as I just take charge of the camera now.
You're going to have to keep your hand on that at all times.
The ball coming back to the middle now. We're at 7.5 minutes in the second quarter. Hailebury 5-7 to Preston 1 lonesome solitary point. Joining me now in the commentary blocks is that man of magic words, the black man Tari.
Yes, Hogs, as the ball is now put down onto the turf. Wiggy's got it. It's come out here towards the wing position. That's Benno using his body well out at Cotton. Cotton on his left hand. He's put it out wide. Jeremy Ray, he's blitzing the boy. But alas, the ball goes out of bounds to be thrown in. And I'll tell you what, this number 29 is going to have to go into surgery to get those shorts off at the end of this. Will you take a look at them? They're ridiculous. As the umpire poised. As the ball arcs through the air. Comes down. The Preston ruckman wins it out. Bennett can't get a handball and the ball just trickles out of bounds yet again. So we've got another boundary throw in here. There's the umpire with the ball. Cotton and Fatty having a bit of a fracas, but not to worry. Oh, there was a stalemate there develops, and the umpire will put the ball onto the ground once again. Not much happening here at the moment, but we'll see what happens after this bounce. Preston are obviously trying to rough up Hailebury, but the Hailebury guys aren't having a bar of it. As Ladsy gets crunched, and Dolly onto the left. Jeremy Ray, not another stat. Lascock tries to weave a bit of Lascock magic as only he can. Dolly onto the left. That's magical! And the Giller! The Giller has taken it. He's offloaded to Dolly onto the left yet again. That'll bounce. And bounce it does, straight into the hands of the Preston man who runs it through. And the pressure is intense out there. The atmosphere, you can cut it with a knife. It's incredible. As he'll go on, big left foot, a raking left foot. He's put it straight up the guts, and this should be a Preston mark. But no, Preston player, they've obviously recruited him from Urella or something, because that was atrocious. Definite free kick there to Sticks. Sticks, is it? Oh no, I can't believe that. That's a shocking decision, isn't it? He'll drive the ball long. There should be Sticks yet again. Oh, almost a nice mark to Preston, but Sticks backing up nicely. Offloads to Al Mitten on the assist, as Dennis Cometti would say. He pumps it long up towards the wing. He's put it up too high for Josie! Almost. They've got numbers at the ball, though. This should be the stalemate develops yet again. And the umpire will be forced to bounce the ball. Well, Hogs, not much happened in the last few minutes.
No, pretty quiet. The game's settling down. The boys are getting their nerves back into place.
Yes, I must say, it was a rather fiery opening, but I think the boys have just settled down now, and we're just going to see a good, clean exhibition of Australian rules football here at Vaffa Park in Elsternwick.
Can't wait for the replay of this.
As the umpire throws it in yet again. It's nicely tapped out to Dolly, who weaves a bit of magic and then gets crunched. But that doesn't matter. He's put it up high. My God, that's coming down with snow on it. He's come from behind. And who is this? Oh, this is Dangerfield. He's being dangerous. Off to Al Mitten. He's had a bundle of kicks this quarter. And Timmy Doran can't quite stop it before it goes out of bounds. I must say that far wing is seeing quite a bit of action at this present moment. What they need is a change of direction as the umpire throws it back in yet again. Preston handball out to one of his mates lurking at the back there. He's put it up into the forward line. He's left his man. This is... Oh, no! I couldn't believe that. As Preston grabs it, and he's been collared. And that's a damn ordinary decision, umpire. He ducked his head. My God, I think the umpire's out there just for the suntan today. He's not giving his all out there with a whistle. That's for sure. Still, this guy, if he kicks this, I will personally... No, I don't think I should be saying that sort of stuff on this...
I think he's trying to even up the scores there.
He could well be, as Preston could well mount a challenge late in this quarter. Oh no, he speared it.
Back on.
As the umpire puts the ball back down yet again. And it's bounced Preston way again. He's really got Preston on the brain, hasn't he? A thumping kick into the forward line by one of the Preston players. And my God, he's held a mark. You wouldn't read about it. He'll be kicking, though, from about 40 metres out. Don't like his chances. They just haven't been kicking the ball very far today. He's put it up high into the air, into the goal square, but it drifts across through for one behind. As Al kicks in, he's thumped it out about 55 metres. Dangerfield on the lead. He want to touch that before it goes out, won't he? Oh, but he's got so much pace he can control it. Control it. Offloads to Timmy Doran out there. Preston player comes through. Wasn't quite able to control that. He'll thump it back up to centre half forward. And that's, ooh. It's not a good handball by Preston. And, oh, has this man blitzed today or what? And the dangerous one couldn't quite hold that one. But he's back. Oh, geez, that's got to be a free kick to Dangerfield. Oh, and the Preston boys don't like it. They don't want a bar of it, but I'll tell you what, it was there it was there to be paid. He'll thump it back up again. Goes oh, that is intelligent sort of punch, isn't it? Lascock, let's see what he can do. Use that body, son. And as cool and as calm as you like, he plucks it. Lascock will be kicking here from about 38 metres out. I would say about 38 metres, about 47 centimetres by the time his foot actually contacts the ball. As he comes in, head over the ball, directly in front. It's a nice left foot kick. It's drifting a bit, but it looks good from it. Oh no, it's off target, one behind. So the score here, 5-9-39, Old Hailebury to Preston, 1-2-8 at the 14.5 minute mark of the second quarter. The fullback pumps it back in. Benno from behind. Wiggy, take your pick. Oh, great play, offloads to his brother. He'll want to be going for home from there, wouldn't he? But the ball just drifts across the face of the goals and trickles out of bounds. As the boundary umpire prepares to throw the ball in yet again. Throws it in. Kingy hanging out the back, taps it on intelligently. Lascock, let's see what he can do. He's on his left. He's been hammered though. And pack forms and the umpire, the umpire will have to bounce. Well, I must say, Old Hailebury is really handing Preston a football lesson today. Yeah, Preston driving the ball out of attack. Out of defence, should I say. And Giller on his own has played on. He's taken a bounce. This could be a... Oh, and here's a go here. Here's a go.
Get out of him, Haysom, you turkey!
I have seen higher IQs on a turkey.
Oh shit, I missed it.
That is ridiculous. As we wait for the fullback to kick it out. He'll drive it out long, and the Preston guy should mark and does. Not a bad kick that by the fullback.
Timmy Doran coming off the ground and 3 R running right. He's coming on.
You're kidding me?
Running
No,
right.
no it isn't. No, it isn't. Chung Andy. As Andy strolls out onto the turf, let's see what he can do to lift the team. Oh, he's kicked another one. No, he hasn't. It's just shot it.
Touched off the boot, I feel.
Just went through for one behind.
Touched off the boot.
And as they say, I would say Pete Noski is knocked up getting kicks. He'll drive it long on that left again. Jeremy Ray, can he pluck another one? No, he can't. It's tapped down to the front of the pack. The Preston man handballs it out to another Preston man. He gets swamped. What can they do? The Whigs are there. He's got it out. That's not bad play, actually, by Preston, as he'll thump it forward on his right, and that will go through for one behind. As that's not a bad spoil at all by Stixie there. Good desperation on the old man. Umpire waves his one flag. Noski, yet another kick.
Not stats,
Unfortunately, they're not stats, but that matters not at this stage. Sticks, good punch out. Oh, a bit tiggy, but we'll take it, thank you very much. The Preston people certainly don't like it. They're getting very vocal over there, all 5 of them.
A decision like that right in front of the Preston bench.
It's obvious the umpires are getting police protection out of here today. As that should have been holding the man. And this guy has got no idea. He could have stopped that ball trickling out like that so easily. But I think he's got a weak heart. He's a fine cut of a man. There's a few people out there actually that look as though they've been sinking a few VBs before the match. A few hundred. It's shocking really. Oh, Wiggy, well roved. Can't quite get boot to ball. It trickles out of the pack. Preston, sidestep. He'll bump it forward. What do we have? Noski from behind? No, he was just too tall then, the Preston boy. And he's taken the mark. He'll be about 30 metres out, I would hazard, I guess, as to number 41, who is D. Philp. Philp? Matters not. And that'll go straight through the guts, don't you worry about that. That's not a bad kick at all. As the umpire gets the ball in the centre yet again. And the Preston boys think they're going to mount a comeback now. I can't believe that. The deficit is still 4 goals as he puts it down. The boundary umpire's plucked another one. It's against Haileyburi again. I can't believe that. Ladsy could have been the person who went over then as it's pumped forward into the forward line.
Jeez, that's much better with someone.
And that's great desperation out there by who is that man out there, may I ask?
Number?
I don't know. 48.
48 for who?
Us.
It's Pete.
Oh my God, it's the Tangles. As the umpire will throw the ball in yet again on that far side. Haileyburi kicking towards the Elsternwick hotel end. Preston are playing a lot better this quarter. They're starting to team a lot better. Their smaller players are starting to get into it. But here comes Kotz. He's got to watch out though. This number 5's come off the bench and oh, that's just ridiculous. Lascock should be rewarded for that. You can't do that. He looks injured. He looks as though he's a bit hurt. Oh yeah.
Making sure he gets it most.
We've got one of the wigs off. That looks like Andrew coming off, and Fari is coming on. As Lascock will take his kick from outside the 45-metre line. He'll kick it from about 50. He'd be wanting just pump it into the goal square. Pump it into the goal square. It's not a bad kick. We've got Dolly. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Jeremy Ray hanging down behind. But Fletch. Not a bad tackle there on his man.
Okay, the ball's out on Haileyburi's forward pocket there, on the far corner. Ball's being thrown back in. The men set themselves. It's a tap out by Preston to his rover. Beautifully smothered there by Wiggy. He's in the front and he's gone for goal. Oh, it's just touched through. Just touched through there by the Preston fellas.
Harassed.
And look, they're still having a go at Kingy. Oh, the umpire's even talking to Kingy. Don't know what for. It's all Preston's fault.
All Preston.
Anyway, fullback prepares to kick back in. Looks like he's going to be a big kick. Oh, he's got that one. Oh, hang on. The umpire's blowing his whistle. 50 metres against Kingy. What for?
That's the question. What did I do? And what did
As Kingy said, what did I do?
Where's the light to? Hey?
To pass to the centre. Number 1 for Preston's got it. He lobs it up high. Dolly's got to go to the punch. No, this is Andy. Andy McGauley gets a handball over. Ooh.
For that.
No, he ducked his head, umpire. You can't get sucked in like that all the time. Anyway, passes into the centre. Ooh, it's not a bad pass. They're getting a bit of system going now, Preston. And here comes Cotton through the pack. He's got to be tackled hard, this bloke. Beautiful kick out of Sticks. Oh, Sticks are. Only Timmy Jones and Fari's next. Oh, it looked on the full from here. Looked on the full from here, I can tell you that much. Anyway, Haileyburians half-back line. Ball being thrown in. Bernie Ladd sets himself. No, Preston gets a tap again.
Is the Zoom still around?
And there's the siren for half-time. Old Hailebury 5-11-41 to Preston 2-4-16. Mounted somewhat of a comeback that time. I think that's her last hurrah though. Stop.
Check out the female form at the moment.
Yeah, hell.
Okay. As we roll around the boundary lines to check out any bollards around.
Cute little thing down there in the yellow. What else do we have along the line here? No, not much on offer today, I feel, fellas.
Okay, back to the team. As the teams walk in for the half-time break, Preston look a ragged lot though. Very ragged lot. Oh, Higgs, he's going back to the woman. Jesus Christ. He's a man, this one. Doesn't want to look at the footy, he wants to look at the women. Jesus Christ, I don't know. Oh, there's Vanessa. There's Vanessa. Vanessa, all right, there she is down there.
Hello, did you get in all right?
Yeah.
I think we'll call it quits for half-time, fellas.
Call it quits, okay.
It's like we're now focused on this youngster down here, a real youngster. He's munching away on his chips down there. He's copped his pension check and he's gone out and blown it all on a pack of chips. And he's eating away. I don't think he's got his falsies in. We're trying to get him to wave to us, but he's just not having a bar of it. This is the sort of man that looks as though he was around when Weary Clark was a youngster. He's a real goer.
They knew to come in. Meehan. Bloods need his people to actually grab the ball rather than knock on. Good smother now from Lyle. And still going. Good play, Lyle. Knocks it out and beat two players there. Meehan. And Holt. Seckle has a chance now. Burns is at the back and was holding his Banyule opponent. Banyule have stuck rigidly to the Hampton Street side of the ground all day. It's paid dividends for them so far. Good bump. And bounce of the ball. Baxter, it's a crucial miss when Baxter missed the ball. Schmidt behind and Weston in front. He's kicked another one and the Bloods are in a fair deal of strife at this stage. Another bounce. Banyule with an excellent lead at this stage. Baxter gets the punch in just. Parton. Kearney clears, but on the full. Very rushed kick. Seckle on the ground. Baxter could have. Ian now with the ball. Clears to Seckle. Got Fletcher running wide. Centres the ball. Walden in the square. Tanner. To Lyle, who's smothered in the square. Tanner again. Well cleared by Banyule. A very decent opportunity provided by Fletcher there. Holt goes wide. Walden lurking in the pocket. Fletcher to take the ruck. Good tap it was too. Holt Goes wide again. Good basic discipline by Banyul. And run out by Meehan. Quarter's gone a bit quiet at the moment. Posse of players. Mackenzie has hurried snap. Handball inboard may have been a better option. Mackenzie looking for someone, or just wandering around in front of the pack. Bingham a big punch. Finds Gerns, who is dwelt on and caught and had little option. Seckle the chase. Adams. Good clever play. And Schmidt. Wayne Smith. And it is paid downfield too. And wouldn't be a lot of time left in the quarter now. Bloods must start to claw their way back into the game from here. The shorts on to Meehan. And right on the quarter time siren, Meehan has a chance to just bring his team that little bit closer. Will be a nice tonic for quarter time. And the distance shouldn't be a problem. It's 30 to 40 yards out. And he's missed the goal. Poor kicking costing the Bloods.
It's being thrown back in now. Preston gets a knockout, but there's, geez, I can't see who that is. Timmy Jones gets a kick to the forward, but number 14 for Preston takes a good mark. A good mark or a free, give it which way you want it. Find someone out on the flank, someone leading. It's a good lead too, so Preston takes a mark on the flank. Looking okay this quarter. Number 35 kicks it forward, number 15 for Preston's there. No checking by Hailebury, bad play. It's put up into the forward line. Pete Merritt's covered it well. Lets it go out of bounds.
Out on the full there, David.
Oop, it was out on the full. Boundary umpire way behind. Oh, no. Don't know what's going on.
This is an abysmal state of affairs.
Bad display of umpiring, that. No confidence in your own partners. Anyway, the ball's thrown in Hailebury's back pocket. Peter Nosky gets a small kick out. Preston's there. He's got the ball. Oh, it spots it nicely, but there's Dangerfield. No, Pete Merritt running through. Go Knob! Beautiful kick. Out in front of Andy. Could be cleaned up here. Oh, well done. Well evaded. And he gets a kick out. He's got to... Come on, Wiggy. You've got to use your pace now. Number 32. Hey, Wig. 22. Sends it up nicely. Kingy misses the ball. It's back to Andy. Andy McGorlick beautifully dodged out. And he slots it for a point. That's bad luck. He should have steadied on that a bit more. Promising play there by Hailebury. Preston showed a bit of go in the second quarter there, and Hailebury will have to watch out that they don't get on top. Anyway, Preston kicks it back in with a poor kick. Jeremy Ray's in there. Gets a handball out to Wiggy. Wiggy's there. It's in front of him. No, Timmy Jones over the top to... Oh, it's a goal to Wiggy. It's a goal. Beautifully done by Jeremy Ray. Timmy Jones, this handball, beautifully done. So, 3 minutes into the third quarter. Hailebury 6-12-48 to Preston 2-4-16. That was good teamwork there by the Hailebury smaller men. Jonesy, Jezere, well done. So back in the centre bounce. Big Bernie Lads goes for the tap. Oh, no one gets it out. Jones is in there, tries to get a kick out. Fletcher's got it, hooks it back nicely on his left foot. Lascock! It's got to be a mark, that umpire. He held it long enough. Anyway, back to Fletch, skirts one player, gets it short. Oh, Preston's there. Good defence that. Preston's coming out on the members' wing. Oh, he's put him down again. Dropped again. I don't know about Kingy, he might be asking for a bit of this. Anyway, 50 yards to Preston, didn't see what for. So Preston drives it forward into their forward flank area. It's got to be up. Ali Mitten keeps it in front. So the ball out of bounds on Haileyburians' half-back flank. Throw in. Bernie Ladd sets himself for a big tap. It's got to be a big tap. Number 11 comes over the back, but Bernie Lads beats them all. Well done. You've got to stop this bloke. He seems a goer. Oh, number 8's not too happy about that, giving away a free kick for over the shoulder. So Dolly Parton takes the free on Haileyburians' half-back flank. Ready to drive it forward with a booming drop punt. So Dolly Parton drop punts into the centre. Beautifully directed kick. Bernie Lads tries to tap it on. Good intentions, but it didn't come off. So Preston takes the mark in the centre, gets a quick handball out to the side. Number 8's got it for Preston. Over to their half-forward flank. It's in front of him. Danger's hot on his tail. Number 33 centres it up nicely. Peter Nosker's there. Oh, he misses the ball. But Paul Bennett, beautifully done. Out to Wiggy. Beautiful mark. Andy Mutagali's got to make a bit of room here. Over to his brother. Beautiful stuff. Got to let him go, Preston. Let's go Andy Wigg. Number 22. Centres it nicely. Beautiful kick. You got to get up there for Rovers. Timmy Jones, bad luck. Great intentions there. So the ball's kicked out and it runs over our forward flank boundary line.
Ball's thrown in. Fletch to contest this. Looking for Rovers. Goes the wrong way. Preston ball. Quick handball over the top. Another quick handball. Gets the kick towards the boundary line though. Not much distance gain. Wiggy's got him. Oh, bad effort. Bad luck there. Got the spare man. Bernie Ladd's ton of pace chasing him. Oh, Cott's dropped it. The umpire's picked a decision out of here. Don't know what for. He's paid holding the man. That's the 15th free kick this guy's had. It's ridiculous of a bloke his size getting so many free kicks. Can't kick the distance, obviously. No heart. Gets the short pass in. Gives the guy the better angle. And Preston will line up for goal. Puts you back to Dave Merritt.
Thanks for that respite there, Hogs. Anyway, Preston going for goal. He's about 35, 40 metres out when he'll kick it. Probably 35 is best. And he floats it across the face of the goal for another point. So 7 minutes gone in the third quarter. Preston 2-5-17 to Old Haileybury 6-12-48. So Ali Mitten, he's a good kick. One of the best kicks in the side, this bloke. Drills it out to the far half-back flank. Dolly Parton's there. He's caught it. He's got to go for it. Misses the ball. So Preston got control of the ball here. Gets a handball over to a teammate. Centres it up nicely. Another point to Preston. So Preston, couple of points in the last 2 minutes. Goes to 2-6, 18 points. Ali Mitten once more out to the far half-back flank. Over to Sticks. He should be okay with this one. He's missed it though. So Preston's got control of it once more. Gives a handball over to his teammate. Spots it. Yep, the ball's been caught out of bounds, so the boundary umpire has the ball. So the ball just about to be thrown back in here. Haileyburians half-back flank. Bernie Lads gets a tap out nicely. Timmy Jones is in there trying to rove it. Bernie gets it again. Well done, Bernie. Wiggy here. He's got to use his pace to get away. Give him some help, that's what I say. So Preston got the ball, hands out wide. Should be tackled. You've got to tackle that, Pete. Should have been a tackle there, Pete. So Preston kick another goal. Might be mounting a comeback here at the 9-minute mark of the third quarter. Preston 3-6-24. Old Haileyburians 6-12-48. So Old Haileyburians doubled their score, but Preston are coming back. So the ball back in the centre with the umpire. Bernie Ladd sets himself for a big tap. No real advantage there. Preston have got the ball. Getting first to the ball this quarter. Gets another free. Jeremy Ray infringed over the shoulder. So Preston centre up to their centre forward position. Number 15 again. Sticks is there in front. Should have been a free. Ooh. So free kick to Preston on their centre forward. It's a big kick by number 8. Players set themselves. So number 5 for Preston. Marks a kick out of a pack from a old Haileyburian player. Not too sure who it was. So number 5 for Preston, D. Caton. Lines up from about 40 yards out. With a bit of a breeze behind him, he should be okay. Oh, it's a shocking kick. It's an absolutely shocking kick. Didn't even make the distance. Peter Noski's there. It's got to be run out. Well done, Peter Noski. Big kick. So it's out to Haileyburians half forward. Fletcher takes a beautiful mark in front of his opponent. Timmy Jones running down the centre, calling for it. Oh, it's a beautiful kick. Lascock wasn't on his man there. Preston centres it up. Preston mark there. Wiggy. Oh, should have taken that. But Preston still have possession. Running it through the centre now. Big kick. Oh, it's a lucky kick, that one. Straight to opponent. Should have been ball. Should have been holding the ball. There's a crowd, roar from the crowd. So Preston have still got it running into an open goal. It's another goal to Preston. You're on.
Ball's back in the middle. Bernie Lads set to contest. It's a very indecisive tap, that one. Preston got to be holding the ball. Too long, umpire. Too long. Dangerfield.
That's in the back.
In the back. Should have been played there. Pete Merritt. Dangerfield gets a punch. And has decided to throw it in. Can't believe how long that guy held the ball out in the middle there. Bernie Ladd set to contest again. Ball comes in. Tap down Preston's way. Number 8 gets it, kicks it across. Peter Noski. Oh, normally safe as houses in those situations. Drops the sitter. And he's got to ball it up.
I just can't believe the situation here at the moment. Haileyburians are kicking themselves out of it. 6-12-48 to 4-6-30. 18 shots to 10. And they're only 18 points up. That looks like someone being ridden into the ground there. That was a blatant free kick. And Noski will have another kick in the back line. He's been an absolute rock of Gibraltar down there on the back line. He'll thump it long, as ever. And he puts it straight up the middle. Fletcher, over the top. Oh, no. Should have had the height to mark that one. He's Preston guy's offloaded to someone else, and Wiggy should be able to. He's gone for the boundary line and just put it over. Haileyburians are starting to play a little bit too defensive. They've got to start attacking more. They've got a forward line. They've got some good spearheads up there. Just a case of getting the ball to them, and they'll do the rest. As the lads fails to win the tap out, but Wigg roves it beautifully, and Fletcher in front will take the mark. He spun around onto his left. He'll put it up towards centre half forward. Jeremy Ray, it's over his head. Jeez, that's a magnificent pick up by Lascock, and he's put it out in front of Ray again. He's going to be swamped here soon. That could have been a free kick to Ray. Yet another one. I mean, they've jumped right all over it. Mind you, I'm not surprised with that curly hair like that. It's just asking to be kicked. I don't think I'm one for talking, really. But it doesn't matter. He's been sandwiched there. Oh, that's a very doubtful free kick. He's in the back pocket. He'll want to thump it out to the member stand side. Big number 10 should come over the top, but he's incapable of holding a mark. I've seen better marks on a maths exam. And that's good play here by Wiggy. He's spun it around. He's put it up into the goal square. Good mark there by Dolly Parton. He's taken it. There should be a certain goal for Hailebury. Well, as I've just been informed by one of my colleagues, Hailebury really do need this goal. Definitely to consolidate their position. There's Dolly. It'd only be a matter of 1 metre out on a slight angle, but should not present any problems whatsoever. And it hasn't. He's put that one straight through the hole. And we're back in the middle here for the bounce. Hailebury now 4 goals ahead, 7-12 to 4-6. 16-minute mark ticking over. The umpire puts it down. It's a nice straight bounce. Ladsy gets it down, unfortunately straight to the Preston rover. He thumps it forward yet again, and here's a go for Preston. But no, great play there by Cotts getting back. This guy's roved it well. He's been crunched. Nice handball out. There'd be one in a lot. Oh, geez, that was getting it's getting a bit willing out there at the moment. And here's a go. Preston. He's backpedaled. Put it up. Oh, and I can't believe the umpire plucked that. I don't want to cast aspersions as to the umpire's parentage, but I'll tell you what. If he hasn't been sired by a dog, I don't know who has been. That's incredible. That's just incredible.
Oh my God.
I just cannot believe that.
Sparkling comment.
It'd only be a matter of 35 metres out coming in. It's a funny looking kick off the boot, but unfortunately he's put it straight through the guts. As we're back into the middle again, Preston are just closing that gap to 18 points again. 17.5 minutes gone. Umpire will bounce. We really need the next 2 goals just to consolidate their position. As Ladsy goes up, unfortunately loses it. It's been well roved, a nice tap out. He's been hammered though. And oh no, that you can't play ball there. He had no chance whatsoever. And Hailebury have got numbers to the ball here. Andy, oh, here's a go. This guy, I think the book could come out here. No, he's just been told to cool down. And Fletcher, beautiful mark. That's a beautiful mark indeed, isn't it? Fletcher will go back. He's outside the 45. Oh, look at that! Number 5 has just snapped Paul Bennett. Fletcher's got onto yet another monster.
It's going to bounce.
Oh, and unfortunately it's been tapped through. Paul Bennett has just been snapped by number 5 out here on the forward flank. Now the umpire just cannot believe the umpire missed that. As we wait for the fullback to kick it back in. He'll go up the middle. He's kept it low, trying to pass it. And this number 5, you are a goose, son. He's put it up. He's brought rain. What an absolute moron. Almost a nice mark to Preston. Unfortunately, he's got the free kick for being held. He swung around on his left, got it out right, and he's got a paddock to run in, this guy. He'll swing onto his right. Oh, geez, that's a shocking kick, isn't it? It could work, though, for Preston. This guy, that's got to be ball. And it paid. I can't believe that one. Idiot. You are joking. That is a shocking decision. I'm just sitting here in stunned silence. It's just absolute shock. He goes back, puts it up, and he's put it through, and that is the biggest charity goal you will ever see. I just cannot believe that.
I have to agree wholeheartedly.
We'll just pass over here to Hogs. He was another person that was up there screaming abuse just then. We'll see what he thinks of the whole situation.
The most idiotic decision I've ever seen. No one was near his neck. He was tackled fair and square, caught with the ball, red hot, dropped it like a spud, and the umpire gave him a free kick. You must question the morals of these gentlemen. Have to. But anyway, back to the game. The umpire bounces the ball. Bernie Ladd's keen as mustard. Gets up there, loses the tap once more. Oh, I really do think Preston have got more desire in this third quarter. Peter Merritt takes a great mark. He's got to look out to Jeremy Ray on the far wing. Oh, he's got a nice nudge out. He's played on, got the free kick. He's looking down, Lascock. Oh, Led missed him. Ball bounces. Oh, this gentleman does not want the football. Oh, he's tricked us all. Oh, holding the ball, umpire. Have a look. Oh, and he's picked another one out. This is amazing. I'll put you back to Tari.
As I said, this umpire has got I don't know what he's got for a bloody parent, but whatever it is, it certainly is not of the human race. He'll thump it forward, back up there to half forward, and Cotton, nice safe pair of hands. He's off quickly, running around here towards the member side wing, and they all rise as one to the occasion. He's had 2 bounces, 3 bounces, and that's just... And the umpire's just got no idea over here. It's getting willing out there. They're throwing their bodies in, but Cotton's equal to the task. And oh no, that was Lads for the taking. And what effort was that? What effort did he make? He had hold of the ball, you moron! You have got no idea! He's passed it, and this guy's marked on the chest. He'll swing it into the centre. No, he's not. He's faked it and gone back onto his right. Put it up, and Al Mitten should have this one. Good mark. It's almost 50 metres there. That number 33 is an absolute moron.
Umpire's done an ankle.
Well, geez, I'll tell you what, the umpire may have done an ankle, but he really needs his head examined at this stage. And Hoodie's onto the ground. Let's see what he can do. Can he provide that inspiration? And they don't play that all year. They never play that. And what do? Because it's Preston, they give it to him. I can't believe it. 45 swings around onto the right, thumps it forward into the half forward line again. And oh no, 33 just ghosts in from the side and takes the mark. It'd be about 35 metres out. Slight angle, but the angle should not worry him at all. And if he kicks this, the difference will be down to 7 points. 7 points from, 4 or 5 goals. I can't remember. 6 goals up they were.
Oh, Fari.
He thumps it forward, and I think he's just snuck it through. Wait on the goal umpire, and the goal umpire sticks those 2 fingers up. And I'll tell you what, there's a few 2 fingers being stuck up around the ground at the umpire here at the moment.
Dangerfield off, Fari on.
Dangerfield's come off, and Fari's come on. Let's see, I'm not too sure about the how wise that move is going to be. I mean, Dangerfield's done all right there on the half-back line. Fari doesn't strike me as being a good centre-half back. He's more a running middle-sized player, utility type. And I can't believe it. The boundary umpire's paid one for us, and let's watch Hoodie here. He's over the ball. That's a magnificent kick. And Wiggy just a little bit too. He did not have hold of him then, ump. The umpires have just all of a sudden swung out and just totally biased in Preston's favour here at the moment.
Hold him!
Number 1 has the mark. Here goes the handball. And he should be crunched here. 29 swings a nice little one there. The ball's high up into the pocket. Almost a mark there to the Preston full forward. The pack conversion. That's great play, Tangles. That is great play. The skipper leads by example. Oh, and that has got to be a free kick. It's got to be a free kick. See what Gilly can do. Wrong option. He was over the mark then. Comes back into the forward line. Noski onto his left. Let's see what he can do with it. He normally kicks at 50 metres, and this is no exception. He's put it out wide to Jeremy Ray, who just keeps it in. Goes well over the top to Hoodie. What a turn of speed that man's got. He's gone over the top to Benno. Benno's been met, but he's equal to the task. He's handballed it back, and this is where Fari does his damage as a running half forward. He's put it out to Lascock. Lascock in the forward pocket. And he's got Wiggy all by himself in the middle, but no, Lascock will go back and have a shot, and I think that is the right option indeed. He's quite a deadly left footer. He'll go back. He's perched on the 45 metre line at the moment. Be kicking from about 40 metres, no, about 35 metres. He's kicked it. It's a nice looking kick. It's swung her out though, and it's only a minor. The goal umpire sticks one finger up.
Just past the 25-minute mark.
As we just go past the 25-minute mark, we're into time on here at the Vaffer Oval. The fullback, he's uncertain about what to do, decides to go straight up the guts. That's what he does. He goes up to their ruckman who has not held a thing all day. Wiggy keeps it. He's got a ton of pace, this man. He's put it in. Oh, geez, he speared it in nicely. That's a nice, quick, clever handball there. Andy, unfortunately, met. But here comes Lascock. Never had hold of it at all. Never had hold of it. And let's see what Lascock can do. He's on a much better angle. He'll be kicking from about the same distance out. Angle, though, should favour him a lot better. And, oh, geez, they really need this. It's only 8 points. And now they'll be starting to rue their misses earlier on in the match now. Kingy stands in the goal square holding his hands up, telling him to kick it straight over that. And it's a nice looking kick, and he's put that one straight through. And the Bloods really needed that. The crowd erupts. There's definitely more supporters here from Hailebury today. There's at least, I'd say 3 or 4 Preston people over there. Well, let's see what if they can get one more before the siren goes, I think they could well be home and hosed. This end up here does seem to be the scoring end. Kicking towards the Elsternwick Hotel end. As the umpire bounces it once more. He's put it down, hoodie up, nice tap. Unfortunately not to anyone's advantage. And Preston will come out of that with a free kick for holding the man. He'll go back. This number 8's really lifted them this quarter. He's gone for the torp, didn't quite get onto it. It's just floating into the forward line. He's been got rid of. Timmy Jones, let's see what he can do. That's a nice kick out there to Andy. Let's see what Andy can do here. Andy's gone onto his right. He's not a natural right footer, and Wiggy should hold this, and he's done. He's done that. He's been pressured out of bounds. He'll go back. He's out here on the wing. He's gone. Oh, it's come off the side of a boot, but it could work out. Fletcher. No, Hoodie's gone the punch. Don't know if that was the right option. I thought Fletcher had his hands on the ball. Wiggy will get this man. Wiggy will get this man. And the umpire says, no, we'll have a bounce. And the siren goes here at the 27-minute mark. And I'll tell you what, we're in for a nothing.
A big last quarter. The scores at the moment, at the end of the third quarter, Preston 7 goals, 6, 48. Hailebury 8 goals, 14, 62. Very inaccurate kicking. They've virtually kicked themselves, or kicked Preston back into contention. We'll be back at the start of the fourth quarter.
Tap there. Number 27 for Preston drives itself forward. No, he's a bit indecisive there. Well, you got to be in front there, Fari. Preston player puts it forward. Hailebury's got to get the first goal here. So Stixie runs it across the boundary line in Preston's forward pocket. The members' forward pocket for Preston. Let's see how they go from here. Umpire throws the ball in. Big men set themselves. Tony Hood for Hailebury. He's got to get the first tap to... Oh, no, Hailebury comes over the back. Beautiful tap. Oh, Preston's got it. Hooks it back. To goal. Jeez. Preston have scored the first goal of the last quarter. So, Hailebury, 8-14-62 to Preston, 8-6-54. 8 points the difference. That was a decisive goal, that one. Hailebury have to get the next goal. They seem to have a bit more energy about them, Preston, than they did earlier in the game. Fletch in the centre, goes for the bounce. Beautiful tap, slams it forward. In comes Wiggy from the side. Oh, he didn't pick it up cleanly. Preston's got it, running it out of the centre. Preston straight to a player.
I just cannot believe this. I am just stunned here at the moment. Hailebury has just squandered their mammoth lead at half-time. This guy on the half-forward flank, very indecisive. He's going to go long, puts it up in the air, comes down just to the front of the goal square. And that's a nice mark by the Preston man. That should have been punched away, though. It really should have been punched. And I'll tell you what, if Preston win this, there'll be a bit of soul searching done tonight, I would say. Soul searching as well as liquid consumption. He's about 30 metres out, directly in front. Come on, you black nigger. He's kicked straight into the man on the mark, and that is a reprieve for Hailebury as Tangles streaks out of the back line. And that's going to run out of bounds. Geez, that's travelled a mile, hasn't it? Except Preston stops it up before it gets out and just chips it back in towards the centre. And mark to Preston, he's played on. He's gone forward, he puts it up towards the half forward, and Al Mitten in front takes a very nice, well-judged mark. He's played on as well. He'll thump it forward out there towards the wing position. They're all flying, almost a mark brought down there by Preston. A handball over the top. And they've got out of this very nicely at Preston indeed, and they've not the Hailebury people just are not marking their men. Cotton, though, should do well here, has done. Hoodie's unwell, except another mark to Preston on the wing far side. He's a bit indecisive. He's gone long. Jezza up from behind, taps it down, and that's a very nice mark brought down there by Preston. He's put it up, centred it. Stixie standing in front. And the free kick has been picked out, 2 sticks for the man just coming over from behind. And you just cannot do that in C-grade reserve football. That's just not on.
Go out on the flanks.
Tangles with a free kick. There he goes as long as he can. Little Wiggy's got to go. He does well. At least he provided an object. Jezza. Oh no, that's a shocking decision. He touched him and then released him straight away when he saw he didn't have the ball. And who are picking up all these Preston players? There's just too many of them free. And that's a great punch there by Sticks. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. If they have got seats. Preston put it back forward into the forward line. But he couldn't quite get it, and I think it's probably going to go out. Yes. The boundary umpire now blows his whistle, and that has gone out of bounds. Left forward pocket, scoreboard end. Preston in attack. I'll tell you what, it's just that 8 points, 8-14 to 8-6. And this match was far from over after the early Hailebury goal-scoring blitz. He's handballed out. Benno put his body in well, but no, this number 8 is got to be taken out somehow. He's killing him. And Jeremy Ray held onto his foot, yes. It was either a mark or a free kick. Take your pick. But whatever it is, he's got the kick. He's put it out very wide to Benno. Benno perfectly placed and holds the mark very nicely. Handballs on quickly to Wiggy. Wiggy, have a run, have a run. He's on one leg. He's been strapped up. He's on one leg. He can't run. Lascock will hold that. Don't you worry about that. That should be 50. You cannot do that. Lascock on a very acute angle. He's gone in short. Wiggy has not held it. But here's a go, and he's been tripped. You can't have missed that. That was a blatant trip as the oh, I just can't believe it. The pack forms and the umpire's going to bounce it out. Oh, he's plucked a free kick out of it. Has he got a free kick? Yeah. He has too. Giller is going to take the free kick. Very slight angle. Angle won't matter. He's about 30 metres out. And I must say,
Lascock should have had a shot then. Silly play.
I must agree with that there. Greg Lascock happens to be a very accurate kick. Still, it's Tony Gilchrist with the kick. He comes in, very deliberate, puts it on its way, and he's put it through!
Come on, Blood!
And that's sensational! Let's go, Blooders, let's go. 6-minute marks tick by. About 21, 22 minutes to play, I would say. And I'll tell you what, the tension out here is horrific. Oh, those boys must be feeling it out there.
Bit of tension on the boundary line too. People starting to abuse each other.
I'll tell you what, there's a few oldies around here look as though they're giving their pacemakers a bit of a working over. As the umpire bounces the ball, it's a nice straight bounce. The 2 ruckmen come in. Preston win it out to no one's advantage. Jeremy Ray runs after. He's got a good turn of speed. He's caught. Gets the handball out to Tim Jones. Tim Jones, it's in front of him. He wants to go straight at the ball. That's good play by Fletch. He ran straight at it. Lascock feeds it off beautifully to Wig. Wig on the snapshot. Has just missed. That was a great build-up there by Hailebury. Good play there by Fletcher to just keep the ball going forward. And good play by Good play by Jeremy Ray to just tap it on. Geez, he's done well today. He's found Wiggy's going to have to punch, and he does, and he does it well. No free kick there. That could have been holding the ball. Wiggy runs in, tackles again. He's doing the chasing. He's got to do it, and they've got to do it hard. Andy McGorlick with the kick. He puts it up high. They converge on it. Dolly can't quite hold it, but he's got the free kick for being held. Sensational. He'll be directly in front when he takes this kick. He's hurt his knee.
Should have been a mark, though.
He should have held that. Yes, correct. Well, if he puts this through, what do you think of the chances?
If he puts it through, Hailebury will be up by 21 points. That's a fair margin to peg back for Preston, so I think they'll have a good chance. It's been noted if you get way in front of Preston, they can't come back. Dolly Parton lines up, deliberate. He's put it straight through the centre, if you don't mind. Time to get the voice back to the threshold of pain. Jesus Christ, here we go, here we go. So as the Hailebury players converge on Dolly Parton after kicking a brilliant goal.
That'd be a close candidate for goal of the year, wouldn't it?
Goal of the year, under pressure, he should have slotted it, and that's what he did. Straight through the centre. Okay, the ball's back in the centre. The umpire's trying to control things here. Timmy Jones roving. Gilla Ruck rover. Fletch, big ruck. Oh no, we've got the tap out. Number 8 again for Preston. He's killing Hailebury, this bloke. Oh, beautiful spoil there by Sticks. Straight down. And Pete Merritt's got it. Tries to get an awkward kick out. It's okay. He should have... Oh, Benno, great play. Oh no, number 8 again for Preston. He's still in there. He's still got it. What is this bloke? Anyway, he's sending it up into the centre. Preston taps it over. Preston seem to have the men there. Andy McGorlick's after number 1. And number 1's still controlling. He's still in front. Ball! And that's what he's paid. That's what he's paid. Holding the ball to Hailebury. So, on the far halfback flank for Hailebury.
Someone down.
And Andy McGorlick, I think it might be down.
Maybe signalling for...
Doesn't look too good.
Streaking out in that multicoloured visor.
No, it looks like Pete Merritt. It's Pete Merritt, I can tell it. He's got a bulge out the front of his pants. No, it's Darren Cotton. Jesus Christ. He's a well-hung young lad. Anyway, Cotts belts it up forward. And I think Preston will let it run across the boundary line there. So the ball's been thrown back in on Hailebury's half-forward line. Who's that? That's Dolly Parton. Gets a chip out to Lascock, and he's marked it. Oh, he's hammered him after he's marked it. Should be 50, but the umpire's gutless. Anyway, Lascock stabs it in short. Kingy! Should have marked it then. Anyway, Preston tries to get it out. They've got a kick out to a free man in the half-back flank for Preston.
And as Preston kicks it up there onto the wing, Ladsy does the spoil and does it well, and the ball I think should just trickle out. This number 1's an absolute retard. And what happens? Yes, it does indeed go out. So we're out there, far wing. Boundary umpire about to throw it in just in front of the 4 and 20 sign. And what a great Australian pie it is. And Dolly, I think, is not looking too good after he's after taking that mark and kicking that goal before. He did do his knee. As the pack forms, and the umpire will ball it up yet again. Timmy Doran warming up, about to come back on as Dolly comes off, and Dolly is limping indeed. Timmy gets ready to come back on as the umpire bounces the ball. He puts it down. The rucks go up. It's tapped down. Jonesy held without it, but it's no free kick for that. Oh, and the umpires pluck one out to Preston. I don't know how he's finding these. I really don't. Al Mitten, great use of the body. He's punched down to the front of the pack. Preston rove it well. This guy's just been tackled with that. And Darren Cotton takes it away beautifully. Yeah. And I'm sounding like an absolute repeat offender. Al Mitten puts it up forward. Timmy, good turn of pace. Over to Lascock. Lascock over to Ken. And you can put down your glasses. This one's over. And Preston know it. They're going to start a few fisticuffs. And they're boxing like nothing else.
You're a rebel,
And the book's got to come out now.
You've lost it, Preston!
The book's got to come out now. Number 14 will go for 25 weeks for that.
And the goal.
They know it's over. The goal umpire's nabbed him. He was swinging haymakers left, right and centre. And none of them connected.
Hey!
And as he walks, he has to run off right in front of the Hailebury crowd, and don't they let him know what they think of that. You are an absolute goose, son.
You've just lost it for him, mate!
You're an absolute goose. He won't be taking much further part in this one. Season 1989's over for number 14. What's his name?
14 is...
Oh, they haven't got him now. Oh, no. 14. M. Zubak. Zubak. With a name like Zubak, I think he should have been dragged before he got set off. As it's tapped forward by Fletcher yet again. Gigi's done well since he's been moved up there into the ruck. And this man's done really well there on the back flank. Pete Noski. If he hasn't been taking marks, he's been putting his body in, and those long raking left foot kicks of his, like that one there, have really done well. Beautiful. Tim Dorr, oh no, he's put it down. Should have taken that. Oh, and they've played that. Oh no, that's a damn ordinary decision. As we watch Preston, just a little chip pass over the top, and this should be marked here by number 35. What? No, I remember him. He's the one playing on Noski. He's put it, oh geez, that's not very long. It's only travelled about 35 metres straight up. Cots has flown. Should have punched instead of trying to mark. Oh no, I don't know how he picked that one out. And he's paid 50. I can't believe this. He pays 50 here. Oh, you've got to be joking. You've got to be joking. There was no 50 in that whatsoever. 50 against Pete Merritt, and I'll tell you what, Pete Merritt, for the captain, has made some fundamental errors today, as his brother will now testify.
I wouldn't want to cast any dispersions on his character, but that was a foolish 50-metre penalty there by Pete Merritt. Anyway, it should be a goal here to Preston to take the deficit back to 21 points. They're trying to find the ball at the moment, and apparently it's going walkabout. I think Frosty's flogged another one. He's put it back in his esky, and he's gone back to the Elsternwick for another couple. Anyway, number 51 for Preston. Dobs it through. That's a goal. So deficit, 21 points in favour of Hailebury. Preston. No, Hailebury, 11-15, 81 to Preston, 9-6, 60. So Bloods need the next goal to consolidate their position and see if they can win this flag. It's going to be a mighty effort for Preston to get up from here, and I can't personally see it happening. Anyway, the ball's in the centre. Fletch goes for the big tap. Jeremy Ray's in there. In the back arm. Now, come on. He's given one to Preston. He can't give it to Jeremy Ray. I can't believe that. Anyway, Preston's going to kick it forward. Jeremy Ray's there. He's marked it beautifully. A diving mark at centre half forward. Great save. Look, we've got players out here. Paul Bennett and Peter Wigg. Should be a kick out here if he doesn't. He's lost. He's taken too much time.
If he makes the lead and makes it quickly.
It's yours, Cots. It's yours, Cots. You're up. Preston have got control here. He might just run it over. No, it's a ball. It should be holding the ball, eh? No. Anyway. The ball's out of bounds on Preston's half-forward line. Umpire throws it back in. Ladsy and number 10 for Preston set themselves. Number 10 for Preston got the tap out to number 8. This bloke is a gem. He can play. Tell you what, he's...
Great smother.
And it's a great smother by Paul Bennett. Beautifully done. Number 8's not too happy with that. Number 8's not too happy. Dishing out his own medicine. Number 8 cannot take his own medicine. So the ball's on the wing, members' wing, slightly favouring Preston, but Giller gets the ball out. Oh, Benno kicks it over on the full. It's bad luck. Good intentions, but he didn't keep it low enough. So number 28 for Preston, just about to kick it straight into play again. It's a torpedo punt. Pete Marist's there, can't control himself. Anyway, the ball's on the ground once more. Pete Noski gets climbed on all over. Pete Noski. Giller gets clobbered. Pete again. And Paul Bennett will watch it go over the boundary line, if you don't mind. A few of these Preston's players are looking very tired at the moment. Hands on the hips, heads down. I think they've given their effort now. They can't come back from here. 18 minutes down, 21-point deficit. Anyway, the ball's back into play. Darren Cotton gets the tap for Hailebury, and then 28 for Preston taps it over the line. Another throw-in. This is okay for Hailebury. We can waste time. We're up. 21 points up. We don't mind if it goes over once more.
Will you take a look at number 49 warming up here on the boundary line? He's got a bigger pot than Hogues. That's incredible. And Lazzy taps it down in the front of the pack. Here we have Benno. Should control it before it goes out, but he's just content to let it just run out. And T. Trentino, what a fine figure of a man he really is. Well, he's incredible. And Rossi, and the crowd is going up. Rossi Rover is about to come on. He's been arresting Rossi Rover today. But pretty soon he will be the running Rossi. The running Rossi that we all know and like so much. Absolute cult following has young Rossi got. Jeremy, they're going to play the advantage. They've paid the advantage, and Jeremy Ray has got a paddock to run in. He's put it out beautifully to Fletch. And Fletch will go back and take his kick from 45 out. He's found a lead. And Tim Jones, that's bad marking by Preston. He was just standing there all by himself. And he'd be about 10 metres closer into goal. Angle much the same. He goes back. He'll be very deliberate about this. And I'll tell you what, if he puts this one through, the champagne bottles can start popping. It's drifted across to the side and through for one behind. Well, I must say, Old Hailebury has answered the challenge today. Out here, they jumped Preston at the start, and Preston did fight back. Credit must go to them for the way they did that. But really, I think the better team better team all year has come through. Jeremy Ray yet again. He has been an absolute motivation there, being moved into the centre there this last quarter. He's spun out of it. Oh, geez, it's getting willing. It is getting willing. Oh, and I can't believe he has played dropping the ball. This umpire is disgraceful.
Craig Farsets himself.
No one could quite hold that mark there on the half-forward line for Preston, and the umpire will just come in and bounce it once again. Well, I must say, it appears a little bit of the fight has gone out of Preston at the 20-minute mark here. There's not more than 6, 7, 8 minutes to go. And the cup is going to Hailebury. And this has whetted everybody's appetite for the main game today. Old Hailebury versus Banyule. And what a match that will be, I'll tell you that. As the umpire comes in yet again and the crowd just goes quiet. But as I say, this is the calm before the storm, because after this, Hailebury versus Banyule for the seniors. It's a kick up there, and there should be a mark by Timmy Doran. Unfortunately, it's been touched. Jeremy Ray's got the handball out. Fletcher's all by himself. He's running towards it. He's punched on beautifully. Paul Bennett running straight at it. He's been collected by Greg Lascock. Still managed to get the handball away towards goal. Andy McGorlick's handballed it out. Fletcher's got it. He's been tackled. Doesn't know what to do with it. Eventually gets it out. Timmy Doran's got it again. Had another kick. Andy on his right foot has just missed. But he's been given another kick. He was collected high then by the Preston guy. And that will be another kick for Andy. Don't you worry about that. Well, I think the difference today between Hailebury and Preston has been that Hailebury are just too good. That is an unbiased, totally unbiased comment. As we watch Andy with the ball, has a few bounces just to make sure it's not gone flat on him. There's another bounce. Geez, he's just not sure about it at all. He's had another one. He has a look over here towards me. Yes, Andy, I'm looking at you. Don't you worry about that. Geez, he loves bouncing it, doesn't he? He goes back. Don't worry about it, Andy. Just spear it through. And I don't know what the hole up here is. Oh, someone's been sent off. Well, that's a bit of a shock. Must have been for swearing or something. Certainly didn't detect any snaps. And Andy should put this one through. He goes back, leans back on it and puts it straight through the perpendiculars. And I'll tell you what, that has hammered the final nail in Preston's coffin. Season 89 is over for them. As it's just gone past 23 minutes, I'm informed by a very astute cameraman over there. 23 minutes and 10 seconds. Rapidly approaching time on. And what a great victory this has been. They've shown all the heart and all the character that they have got to come back just when Preston started getting that run on. Oh, that's great play there. He ran straight at the ball. Should have been rewarded with the free kick. It's a bit of a... Oh, yes, good decision, good decision. I spotted that. And Andy yet again. See what he can do. He'll go onto his left. He puts it long. It's very high kick down towards centre half forward. Fletcher use of the body and the guy, Preston guy at the back of the pack, smothered off Fletcher's boot. Here comes Wiggy. He's got a paddock. And he's speared it through. Don't you worry about that. And this one is all over. It's turning into a procession.
Go to the coaches.
As we come around here, and there's the victorious coach's box. Tiggs, how are you? And oh, what a victory this has been. As we come back in towards the centre. Umpire about to bounce the ball. And let's hope that Banyule put up a better display than what Preston has today, because they've just been outclassed in all facets of Australian rules football here at Vaffa Park in Elsternwick. Great play by Rossi Rover! He's pumped it long. Out towards Kingy. Kingy, can he stop it before it goes out? No, the ball just runs out. And we will have a boundary throw in about 30 metres around from the Haileyburi goal. As we wait for the boundary umpire to catch up. Looks as though he needs a bit of conditioning. Perhaps if I took him out in a bit of a fitness kick. So he throws it in. The rucks jostle for position. Preston guy's got it, taps it on a little bit. Rossi's in there again. Geez, he's a ferret. He's tapped it on. Preston guy's got it now. Thumps it out wide towards the wing. And number 51's got a good break here on Ladsy. Ladsy's not exactly renowned for his pace. Great tackle there by Cots, though. What can you say about the man? Good handball by Jonesy. Back over to Cots. Handball again over to Rossi. And, geez, look at the ton of pace this man has. Lascock bumped out of the marking competition. Number 40 has it for Preston. He's gone the old banana or something, and Timmy Doran just sort of holds the ball up with one hand. He's uncertain what to do with it, decides to centre it, and Giller all by himself. Let's see what Giller can do. He thought about playing on. The umpire said he played on. I don't know about that umpire. And he's found a free kick to front, but it's all over! The Bloods have won it! Don't you worry about that! Absolutely sensational. Let's get a few words over here from our cameraman today.
Shit hot.
My sentiments exactly. Absolutely sensational. And geez, it's going to be a wild time for the Magoos tonight. And the crowd is converging on them. They're just streaking in there. And geez, they're getting rather boisterous in there. I think there could be a few tongues being slipped in. Oh, they're going sick. Absolutely sensational. The Preston boys just trot off the field, a very dejected lot. I gave their all, but their all just was not good enough. There's the cups out there for the presentation. Phil Stevens doing the honours out there. The game, striving to win.
The glory and fame.
Showing we're good sportsmen all and knowing that we're the best. Oi! And they're singing the club theme song as they come off. They're cheering Meggsy off the ground. Isn't it great to see? The old timer, the captain coach. Didn't do too much captaining, but what a coach he was this year. Being cheered off. Oh, it's a great song, isn't it? As they're all coming off. Oh, geez, I don't know how long the smiles are going to be on their faces tonight. The champagne's been cracked over by Dobbo. We've got the champagne bottle. They're all holding it up. They all want some. They're going to be whacked by the end of this. They're spraying it around. Kotz got a head full of it. Oh, it's great to see. It's good for football. As they all stand around waiting for the presentation, all the Preston boys slumped on the ground. Oh. Yes. I mean, let's face it, they did all right this year, but they lost. Let's turn our attention though back to the old Hailebury, and aren't they sensational? Look at them, they're all going sick in there, jumping up and down. Oh my God. I'd say they'd have a collective IQ at the moment of about 3. And they're getting another rousing rendition of the club song. Oh, they've all got their arms linked. It's great to see. It's good to see they've got in all the other people who didn't quite make the team today, but were there all year. People like Stretch in there, Lobber, Kingo, Dobbo, all those sort of guys have been there all year. It's great to see. Steve Fuller's in there. Oh, what a magic moment it is indeed. Magic moment for football. And the president looks as though he's fairly happy over there. He looks fairly happy indeed. He's all right. Yes, they're not very good at ad-libbing. And it's going to be a wild old time out on the town tonight for these youngsters. Not much. Bang it off whenever you want.
Do you want this presentation stints or not?
Got a little bit. Can't stink, say a few words. As we all wait around for the presentation, the villain stands on top. And they've brought out the big guns here for the presentation. Tom Johnson, from the executive here to make the presentation. He's grabbed the microphone. Let's hear what he's got to say for himself. He's a fine figure of a man.
Preston showed a lot of character in fighting back. The Hailebury's credit. They hung on and went away and recorded a great victory. So the victor goes to the 8th Keen Cup. We'd like the Hailebury coach, Greg Meadows, to accept it on behalf.
Woo! As Miggsy walks up, is he going to hold it aloft? Come on, Miggsy, you've been waiting for this moment all year. He holds it up. Isn't it sensational? It's a pity he couldn't be out there, but as I said, he didn't do too much captaining this year.
Well, Meg's got about 15 seconds to go.
Woo! You get it all? Yep. Magic.
Camera 2.
Go, go, go.
Ready!
Here they come. They're on the field now. Down there on ground level, the Bloods look pretty keen. Okay, and live eye cam. Killer after a sensational game. Oh, there's some ugly looking goals.
Oh, that's fucking
That was
awesome.
ordinary.
There's a man. There he is. Oh!
Him down on the ground. 5-4-34 to 2-1-13.
10 metres, we've got to stop them, brothers. Undisciplined. Stop now, though, brothers. I wanted too much!
How you going, Barnes?
One to us, 3 to go. Right. 4-1, he wins. You can't stop a second, you can't stop 1 second at all. Come on, fellas. Back line's tight, it's got to be tied up. We're doing well. Let's not stop, Harley. Let's cover it for 1 second. Come on. Everyone's speak, buddy. About this game. All right, there's nothing out there. There's nothing that can beat us if we really have a fair income go. All right, now's the time we switch on. No defensive stuff. We attack and attack and attack. From the back line, switch the play. Use the corridor and use your legs. What have we done so far? Given handballs and they've come off. A couple of them haven't. Watch them, make sure they hit eyes, they hit targets. All right, but we've got to continue doing that to outrun and outgun this mob. We can do that. They will chase us. That's what we want to do. They've been chasing us.
A live eye camera here. It's looking pretty ugly up on the hill at the moment. The crowd generally pretty happy with their efforts.
Drink here. Here's your rest. Down. Have a seat.
Oh.
Hit the deck. Hit the deck, Wally. Come on. Move back. 1 to go, fellas. Come on, 30 minutes, riders. Don't give them nothing. It's not 1 yet.
Don't stop, lads. Got it time. What's up? Come on, Tanner, get on the tall feet out too.
Do what you do best, boys. Do what we do best. And winning is what we do best, Bloods. We've shown it all year. No resting, Blooders. 1 and 2 much, boys. We 1 and 2 much. Let's grind them, Blooders. Grind them. Winners never quit, Blooders. We can't quit now. Well work to be done. Not 1 second, Blooders. Not 1 second.
Keep working.
Hardest work to be done. Grind them.
Come on, they're starting to argue with the umpies and shit.
We have to win by 10 goals, Blooders.
They've got their heads down.
At least 10, Blooders. But nowhere near victory. 30 hard minutes of work. 30 hard minutes. How many bridge crossings have you done for the year? Can you do another 40 now? Yes! If I asked you to do it now, would you do it? Yes! What about the extra run? Could you do the extra bit? Yes! Up the hills at Duncan McKinnon? Yes! All right, well, this is what's needed right now. That little bit of extra energy. This game is ours for the taking, but we need to take it by working harder and harder and harder. Don't think for 1 minute that we don't stop attacking. That's our style of footy. We've done it all year. That's why we're the best. We attack, we give the ball out. Billy's going to kick to this side. Bingers, you know you've got to get over. Every time, guys, remember, you've got to get numbers over there. If we've got numbers at the ball, they can't beat us because they're not as good as us. No way. All right, get numbers at the ball. Use this side, run the ball up, take it right up before we bring it into the spot. All right, we got that? Take it right up the ground before we bring it into the spot. I put it on you at the start of the game. I'm putting it on you now. You fire this quarter and we'll take home a flag.
Oh, go up the hill, go up the hill.
Five eye cam, we got the president and the skipper.
We're still on the green finish.
Sorry, skipper sickle. It's a pretty ugly dog too.
Seth, give us a smile.
Well, you call it a smile.
Get it off tonight, I tell you.
President Kenny Ellison.
Well done.
Show us a smile, Dave. Come on now.
No more fucking bridges, boys.
You really need to get over here, don't you? Over there.
Davey!
Get up on the
Get out the way. Whoa!
Yeah, but it'd be nice to
Dave, put your bed on.
To the winners of Haileyburian, a great exhibition of grade football.
Tom the Bomb Johnson.
Billy! Jax! Come on, Cardi! Back up!
Johnny!
Ready! All right, Glenn! Oh no! Huzzah! Gone to the pub.
He's taking the money.
On your second.
And with the great pleasure, I present our special proclaiming his medal with the Premiership Cup for senior.
And a traditional lap of honour from the Victoria side. Will Dave Connell throw the cup?
Come on, Dave, bring it up. Come on, Dave, get up there as a team. Get it all,
And round around they go. Oh, take the pads off, Max.
That's the first one you got, Max. That's the
First goal.
And here we are with the live camera.
all right.
The little champ getting out of his box in the back corner there. And look out tonight, Roger Gurney's on the tee. The little champ. And it is just sensational. On the living legends, Will and Charlie in action. Long John Bingham in the Banyule jumper for the first and last time.
You've had your fun.
Let's recognise one thing here. Let's recognise one thing. That is, two. One is the character of this club that we've talked a lot about. And secondly, to Simon for such precise and fantastic coaching in preparing you guys. Just remember from now on, whenever we get into this division, we've just begun. The goal of this club is to be a successful A-grade club in this competition. You're now in the position to do it. Recognise what this man has done for this club this year, and you know, when you go into a game that counts, you cannot and will not be beaten. Simon? This is a football club, and this is what it's all about right here. Congratulations. You've done a magnificent job coming into this club. That is for a captain.
What do we think of the Catholics? Another one!
Queen approaching cult status.
Let's all get changed and back to McKinnon.